yesterday's You Can Make It. You know, honestly, there was a message I wanted to preach, but then as I was studying for it, I felt like God spoke to me, and He didn't want me to preach that message. I feel like He wanted me to preach something more encouraging. I mean, a lot of us are going home for the summer, and I know some of you guys might be going away for the summer, and I feel like I don't want to rip your guys' heads off the last Sunday, although I probably shouldn't anyway. But Joshua 2:24. Here we have Joshua sent out spies into Jericho. You know, they were going to search out the promised land, and they sent it to Joshua. When they came back, they said, "Truly, the Lord hath delivered into our hands all the land." Now, remember that in your head, because we're going to come back to that in the end. But, you know, I really like the children of Israel, because I feel like there's so much we can learn. You know, and from people, it's cool, because we can learn from people when they do good things. We can also learn from their mistakes, right? And so that's why I love the children of Israel, because we can learn from their mistakes. So, my first point is something we should do is be patient.
Right.
And you know, I think we all know something the children of Israel were most commonly known for was complaining, right? They were always complaining. And I'm just going to read a verse in Psalms 94, verse 4. It says, "How long shall they utter and speak hard things, and all the workers of iniquity boast themselves?" You know, like I said, the children of Israel are always just complaining, and you know, the Bible says we should be patient and we should wait on God. And a lot of times, as Christians, we want our way. We don't want to wait for God's plan. We don't understand His plan. We just want to wait. And you know, as Christians, we just gotta wait. And especially in ministry, or we might see something our own way, and or God may throw us for a loop, and we don't understand. But as Christians and as believers, we need to be patient, and just we should know that God is sovereign, and God will take care of us.
That's good, Shawn. Yes, sir.
My second point, I'm going to go Psalm 18, verse 8, and let me just turn there real quick. 118. Sorry. And the Bible says, "The Lord is on my side. I will not fear. What can man do unto me? It is better to trust in the Lord than to put my confidence in man." You know, when I read this verse, it really convicts me, because, you know, I don't know about you guys, but a lot of times I tend to trust man more than I trust man. Or when we have problems, we might turn to man first, which there's nothing wrong with biblical counselors, but the first one you should turn to when you have a problem is God.
That's right, yes, sir.
Even if you really, you know, your teacher, your pastor, your mom or dad, the first person you should turn to is God. Because the Bible says, and I mean, honestly, as a bus worker, I love you guys. I care about my bus kids, and I want you guys to come to me if you have problems. But I hate to say this, but the first person you should go to is God, because as humans, we make mistakes, right? Sometimes, or you might not be able to trust us, but the one person you can always trust is Jesus Christ.
Amen.
And so that's why, and you know, it applies to the children of Israel, just like many things. They often turn to idols, and they tried going to things before they went to God. But like we just heard, we need to trust God before we trust man. And those are just the points that we should do. And lastly, I just want to give you guys some encouraging things as the last Sunday for some of us. Just some encouraging things as we lead. The first one is God will protect us. Let me read Psalm 94, verse 22. It says, "But the Lord is my defense, and my God is the rock of my refuge." You know, the children of Israel, they were so afraid of the people, whether it be the Philistines, whoever they were going to battle. And God, Moses would just tell them everything. God would just speak to them and say, "Everything will be all right. Everything will be all right." You know, they might have been hesitant sometimes. That's the great thing about God. Even if we don't trust us, God can use a little bit of faith, and God will expound upon that. And that's what's so great about God, because we're human, and we might not be able to do the greatest things, but God can make little or much out of little. So, and my second point, God answers prayer.
Yes,
And
sir. Yes, sir.
let me just read Luke 1:13. Luke 1:13 says, "But the angel said unto him, Fear not, Zechariah, for thy prayer is heard." And we hear all throughout the Bible where people, they were down on their knees, they were in distress, and they called upon the Lord, and He heard their cry. And I just want that for all of our bus kids, and everyone here. When we're going through a tough time, and this summer, I know you might be going through some tough times. A lot can happen in 2 months. And I just want you to know, when you have a problem, when you need someone, God is always there. And that's my last point. God will protect us. And I said, God answers prayer. My last point, God will be present.
Yes.
God, and I was a little hesitant about bringing this up. I know it might be a little emotional, but as like I said, we're leaving this. A lot of us, I know some of you guys are staying, but a lot of us, this is our last Sunday until the fall, and I think it goes perfect with the children of Israel, because Moses, everyone has a time, and Moses, he had to pass it off to Joshua after, and I think that relates to us, because it's not like it is a little different because Moses died, but we're not done anyway. Moses, he cared about his people, and he loved them, but everyone has a time, and obviously, I love my people, and it's gonna kill me to leave, and I can't wait till I come back. Don't tell my mom I said that, but I just think it applies here, because even when people fail you, even when people can't be there for you, God is always there for you. And so, when Moses died, Joshua took his place, and I'm sure there might have been some people, the Bible doesn't really say, there might have been some people that were attached to Moses, and maybe some people did leave, but don't give up, because like I said, we want to get close to you guys. We want to bring you guys to the Lord, but ultimately, your relationship should be the closest with God. And we don't want to interfere with that. And when man lets you down, you got to still stay close to God. If a bus worker lets you down, you can't give up on church. Right. Don't give up on God. And because God is always present. And I'm just gonna quote a song. I don't know if you guys. It's called "He Is There," it goes, "He is there when you feel the storm is raging. He is there when everything is changing." And I love that song because it speaks to my heart. He's always there, so like I said, God will protect us. God will answer prayer, and He will be present. Now, I just want to go back to the beginning verse I started off with, and where it said, "And they said unto Joshua, Truly the Lord hath delivered into our hands all the land." Now, I said the title of my message was "You Can Make It." Now, I don't know what everyone's going through. Everyone has different struggles they're going through, and some people you can tell, and some people they're great at hiding it. But only God really knows, and only you know. But I want to give you guys some encouraging words. I just want to let you know that with God, He will protect us, and He will answer prayer. He's always present. And if you stay close to God, you can make it. And if you follow this advice, you too can say those words that you can return and say that they delivered into our hands all the land. All right, thank you. That's good. Dear Lord.